Wake, for the sun who scattered into flight, might have been said by Jesus Christ instead of the Persian Omar. And so does he give us the picture of the spreading dawn of life. If you have ever been on the desert at sunrise, you will know what takes place. Suddenly, at the very edge of night, a fine filament of light appears, and it continues with almost a fierceness until it lays down a barrage of light that literally shoots in a fan-like shape across the dark sands and turns them into gold. Then does the sun finally arise in all its majesty, and words are futile, paints are futile. There is only one thing left to do. That is to recognize it and to behold it. The coming of the Christ in you is exactly the same thing. We are in a new day, a day filled with illumination, and we begin the voyage of discovery. All that which lay obscure or partially obscured by the nighttime of ignorant belief suddenly appears in all its splendor. It is not created, it is revealed, and so is it with you. You become self-revealed and find within yourself all those things you have looked for so long on the outside. It all sounds like some new equation of the human mind, but this is something entirely different. This is self-revelation, which takes place by reason of the fact you have returned to the One and found reality. It is too good to be true and too simple to operate. The giant flywheel of human knowledge, which is foolishness in the eyes of God, keeps on describing its endless circle and showing a power hard to defeat in the belief world. But like a thief in the night, the awakening takes place, and through the tired eyes you begin to see the thin tracery of light on the midnight of human thought. It is wonderful. The command, awake, is given, and nothing happens for you do not hear. Then it suddenly breaks through, and from that moment it hurries along to the complete fulfillment of self-discovery. I can do all things through Christ Jesus is not something to be demonstrated, for man discovers he is through with the false idea that he can demonstrate God. He has discovered that God demonstrates him or shows forth those qualities which are unattainable by human thought. It is so simple, it is difficult for the human intellect has discovered in its limited three-dimensional world that it cannot be done, and it cannot because it is already done. When you come to the elevation of look again, then the revelation takes place, not symbolically this time, but actually, and there is no limit to this projection. It is wonderful, filled with wonder. When you discover life, you are through with the limited concept of it, which you call health. That bit of life which you have shut up in your body starts going down almost from the moment it begins. When I would do good, evil is present with me, is a sample of the law of the human mind, which is separated from the One. Awake, oh, not try to awake, but just awake as you do in the morning after a heavy sleep. Gradually you come to the surface of the lethal waters of sleep and open your eyes and see. No illustration is worth much, but a faint idea of the majesty of the power begins to